Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Susie from Susie's Room for Crochet and I'm here today to show you how you can make one of these beautiful blankets. Now this blanket was featured in a TV show called Call The Midwife, and everyone have been inspired to make this blanket after watching the TV show. I've made a few myself, but I'd like to show you how you can make one today. So if you'd like to follow along with me, just grab some yarn and a hook and we can get started. I'm using DK weight yarn and a 4mm size hook, but you can use whatever yarn you want to and the appropriate hook size. So to start off on row 1, we're going to make a slip stitch. Now for this tutorial, all you need to know is how to do a chain 1 and how to chain basically, and how to do a double crochet. And if you're not sure on how to do those things, I have got some previous videos that you can refer to. But for now, let's get started and make our chains. So this pattern is a 7-row repeat pattern, and you have to chain in multiples of 16 plus 6 at the end. So groups of 16 for whatever length you want your blanket to be, and then you add 6 on at the end. I'm just going to do 2 lots of 16 for this tutorial, otherwise it's going to make the video really long. So let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we'll do 16 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then we've got to add 6 on at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we've got our chain. We're going to double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. So yarn over and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my 6th chain. So insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull through. You've got 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that counts as a chain 3 and a single crochet. So now we're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch and double crochet into the next one, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next chain, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next chain. And this is all we're going to do, working our way along, chaining 1, skipping 1 and double crocheting. So continue with me for however long your chain is, and we'll get to the end soon. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet. If I go too fast, you can always pause the video, and also you're probably not going to remember what to do for each row, so I've got numbers like showing on each row that I do, but I will also timestamp the tutorial, the video, so that you can always find anywhere where you need to refer back to. There's a stitch, that's my last one. Okay, so that's how you should be looking. That's how your first row should be looking. Actually, I don't think I skipped one there. Let me just go back. It's always good to check as well. sometimes it's hard to see the stitches on your first row because they are just chains. So yes, that's my skipped one, so I need to go in here. And if you've done it correctly, you should end up always in the right place. Skip one, chain one, skip one, chain one, skipping one, and I'm double crocheting into my last stitch. There we go, that's correct. Now we're going to begin row 2. So to start row 2, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn our work. Every row that we do is going to be starting with a chain 4, and then what we're going to do is double crochet into the first chain, the first double crochet, and then we're going to do another 14 double crochets, 14 double crochets, and including this one, it makes 15. So we have to go into our chain 1 spaces there as well as our double crochets. So that's 1, going into our chain 1 there is 2, 3 on top of the double crochet, 4 will be our chain 1. If you find it difficult to go into the chain 1 space, you can always just put a double crochet into the space like that, but I prefer to go into the stitch because I think it just looks a little bit neater. But if it's too difficult for you, just go into the space instead of trying to find that chain 1. So how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we've got our 15 double crochets. We're going to chain 1. We're going to skip that one space, that chain 1 there, and we're going to double crochet into the top of the double crochet. So we've got another box on top of this box, and now we're going to do another 14 double crochets, including that one will be 15. So we count that as 1 and we do another 14. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Most people just go into the space, but I just like to go into that chain 1. I've lost count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is a lot of counting for this pattern. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then we're going to chain 1 and skip that middle chain 1 and double crochet into the top of the chain 3. So that's how you should be looking at the end of row 2. You've got your little boxes either end, and we're maintaining our boxes in the center as well. And obviously you'll have like more groups of this, because if you're making a blanket, yours is going to be bigger like mine here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group boxes on this blanket. But if you wanted to make a small one, you could even make it into a scarf. You know, you can make anything really, it's up to you. But that is the end of row 2. So now we're going to start row 3. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn your work, and now we're going to double crochet 6 double crochet starting in the top of the first double crochet here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do another 6 double crochets starting in the 4th one after the 3 we've missed. So skipping 1, 2, 3, and then we're doing 6 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And now we're on top of our boxes, so we chain 1, we skip that chain 1 space in the middle and double crochet 6 in starting in the top of this double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We're now going to chain 3 like we did here. 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And for me it's the end of my row, so I'm going to chain 1 and double crochet into the 3rd chain here from the bottom. And that is how you should be looking at the end of row 3. So we have like our boxes at the ends, our boxes in the middle, and these spaces on top. So now we'll begin round 4. Row 4. I don't know why I keep saying round. I'm not going round. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn our work, and now we're going to do 4 double crochets. So starting in the top of the first double crochet, not the chain 1, the first double crochet, we're doing 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to slip stitch into this space here. So not a single crochet, but a slip stitch. So insert your hook into the space, grab the yarn and pull up a loop and just pull through that stitch there. And that's a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 2 stitches and we're going to do 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now we come to our little boxes here. So we chain 1, skip that middle, chain 1 stitch and do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip 2, 1, 2 and slip stitch through the middle. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 stitches and do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1 and double crochet into the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that is how we should be looking at the end of row 4. So you can see our patterns coming on nicely. We're still maintaining our boxes in the middle and our boxes on the end. So now we will start row 5. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn our work, and we're going to do 6 double crochets now. So starting in the top of the double crochets, missing that chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 will be in this space, 5 and 6. So that's our 6 double crochets. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do another 6 double crochets, but 2 in the space like we did on the other side, 1, 2. So we have 2 in this space and 2 in this space, and in these 4 stitches we'll do the other 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that's 6 altogether, and above our box we'll chain 1 and carry on with our double crochets doing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in this space, 5, 6, chain 3 and 6 along here like we did on this side, 2 in the space, 1, 2, and then the other 4 in these 4 stitches, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 1 and double crochet into the 3rd chain from row. Okay, that's how we should be looking at the end of row 5. So row 6 is very similar to the first row here. So we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn our work, and we're going to do 15 double crochets starting in the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 9 will be in this space, 7, 8 and 9, and then we carry on in our double crochets for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So 15 double crochets should bring you up to your little box. So chain 1, skip that center chain 1 space, and 15 double crochets again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 in the space, 7, 8 and 9, and then we carry on in our double crochets for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, and I'm at the end here, so I chain 1 and double crochet into the 3rd stitch from the previous round. Okay, so that's how you should be looking for row 6. And for the final row of this repeat pattern, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is pretty much like the very first row that we did here. So we're going to skip that middle chain 1 space there and double crochet into the top of the first double crochet. Then it's chain 1, skip 1 and double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and double crochet, and we're just going to carry on like this all the way along, making sure that we remember to chain our chains in between our double crochet and skip 1, chain 1. Hold on a sec, I've gone wrong. You know that you've gone wrong when you chain 1, when you do your double crochet and it doesn't match up there before your next chain 1. So I didn't miss a stitch somewhere, so skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch and double crochet, and then you chain 1 and carry on. You missed that middle thing, chain 1, so your boxes are all lining up and you know that you're in the right place. So chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, that's my last one there. So we're going to chain 1, miss that 1 stitch and double crochet into the 3rd chain from the previous round. So that is your seven rows of this pattern, and now you're going to repeat this from row 2, which is that row 2 back to 7 again. So you'll do this row next, so it will be like on top of this, like this, and you'll carry on repeating rows 2 to 7 until you make your project as long as you want it to be. I hope that you've been able to follow along with me. I've numbered the rows so that you can find them easily to repeat the pattern, and you'll know where you are. I'm also going to timestamp it in a link below this video, and I hope you guess on all right. I'm sure you will. I hope so anyway. I hope you've been able to follow along with me and that you've found this tutorial helpful, and I will see you all again soon with another tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.